I'm Erica Hall of Yoga for Runners and a Runner's Circle, and it is day 7 of my 30-day video challenge. And today, it's Sunday, and it's kind of one of those cold, overcast days, one of those days that you really just want to grab a cup of tea, relax, and unwind. And it's also probably the day you did your long run. So I'm going to show you 5 stretches that you can do against the wall, using a wall, that's really going to help you stretch out after a long day's run. So the first one is a wall down dog. So what you're going to do is you turn to one of your lovely walls that you have, and you're going to stand a couple feet away. You're just going to reach your hands out in front of you, and from here you want to find length through the chest, and then begin to walk your feet back and press your chest towards the wall and perhaps even towards your thighs. Find a rotation in the outer arms and rotate them under. So the outer arms and the armpits roll in towards the ears, and you find this nice stretch across your back. Also, notice if your tailbone is sticking way up and you have this round in your lower back, and see if you can lengthen the tailbone towards the ground to help keep the spine in proper alignment and articulation. And just start to breathe into your back, breathe into your chest, maybe even your armpits and the back of your leg. And you can play with this and modify it for whatever feels good for you. Maybe you take your hands out wider, just get a nice stretch here. And then when you're ready, gently walk your hands back up and you can come back to the wall. Next, we're going to do a side stretch. So you're going to stand about arms apart from the wall. You're going to inhale the other arm up and over. Think about rooting down through both feet and press the hips that are away from the wall away. Relaxing both shoulders down away from the ears, and the top fingertips reach towards the wall. Notice if your top shoulder is collapsing forward, and see if you can open the chest, stacking the shoulders one on top of each other. And if you want to take it a little deeper, you're going to step that outside leg over the inside leg, and that's going to get you a nice deeper stretch in the QL, the psoas, the hip flexors, as well as the obliques. And stay here for about 5 breaths. Nice long, slow inhalations, long, slow exhalations. And once you're done, you can just relax. Release the other arm and come down to the ground. I love the walls for leg stretches. They really help keep my legs, my hamstrings, my feet in proper alignment. So we're going to extend our legs nice and long against the wall, and this will help keep our feet flexed. A lot of times the feet like to go limp otherwise, or it's we just don't have to be as mindful about it. By mindful, I mean we don't have to pay as much attention to it. So adjust your sits bones, your flesh underneath your derriere. If your hips are rounding back, then grab a blanket and sit underneath it, and that will help tilt the pelvis forward. So we want to maintain integrity in our spine, so we want to lengthen up through the chest, up through the crown of the head, but find a gentle tuck, the chin gently tucks down, keeping that nice long back. Inhale, the arms up, hinge from the hips to begin to fold forward, and allow the arms to float down. We again want to keep that integrity of the spine. With the feet against the wall, it will help the hamstring stretch. So find your breath here, and on an exhale, just start to soften. And we're here for 5 to 10 breaths. Every inhale, you find your length through the tip of the tailbone to the crown of the head, and on the exhale, you just hinge a little bit forward, that chest moves towards the thighs. Maybe you walk the fingers even more. You can also have a strap here around the feet to help you pull your chest forward. Or if your hamstrings are a little more flexible, you can reach forward and grab your toes. But just be mindful not to round the back. We really want to keep that spine nice and long, and that just might mean your hands come back closer to you. Breathing here. Relaxing the shoulders down. And now we're going to take that left foot to to the inside of the right thigh. Keep that the right foot pressed against the wall and readjust your sits bones if you need to. So this is Janu Shirsasana, against the wall. And that means head, in Sanskrit, it means head to knee pose. It doesn't mean this head to this knee, but the head of the left knee, the bent knee, roots down into the ground as well as that hip. So we're going to square our hips over our right leg, over the thigh. Inhale the arms up to help the torso lift out of the pelvic bowl. And on an exhale, again, maintaining spinal alignment, allow your torso to hinge from the hips and the arms to float down. Shoulders roll away from the ears, lift up through the chest, gentle tuck of the chin, gazing perhaps at your big toe. Allow your eyes to close, your breath to deepen. The inhale finds a lift, finds a lengthen, and on that exhale, the chest moves a little bit closer to the thigh. Again, think about rooting that left knee and the left hip into the ground, and that will also help you with a stretch in the hip and the QL muscle. Again, you can also have a strap, loop it around your foot, even while it's against the wall, and pull the chest forward. Take a few more breaths here. And on your next inhale, walk your hands towards you. We're going to come into Janu Shirsasana 2, or another variation. From here, you're going to take your right hand to the inside of your right calf. You're going to take your left shoulder and open it up, reaching the arm behind you, then up towards the ceiling, and then alongside the ear. Shoulders roll down, away from the ears, always creating space. And then you can begin to press that opposite hip, that left hip, into the ground as you reach your fingers towards the wall. Again, you want to make sure that the shoulder is not collapsing, but opening up. So the shoulders are one on top of each other, relaxed away from the ear. It's the fingers and the hip moving in opposition that give us that really nice side stretch. And use your bottom hand, your bottom elbow to help open that chest up. And keep that right foot pressing against the wall for nice activation and nice hamstring stretch. You can take your gaze up, you can take your gaze down, but allow your eyes to close and move into your stretch. And gently inhale to come up. And now we're going to take it into a hip stretch. So we're going to bring both feet to the wall. We're going to bend that right foot over the left thigh and start to scooch your hips closer to the wall. And scooch is the technical term, by the way. Roll the shoulders away from the ear, and you can take the left foot up to the wall. Think about moving the right knee towards the wall. You might be feeling it here. If you want a deeper stretch, just slide your hips a little bit closer to the wall and bring your foot back up. You should be feeling this in your hip, and just allow their shoulders to relax down. You can even walk yourself onto the ground, lying on your back, allowing that hip to open up, the knee moving towards the wall. Again, if you still need it to come into a deeper stretch, you can bring your hips a little bit closer. Left leg reaches, right thigh over, right ankle over the left thigh, and then slide your foot down. And that will get you into a nice hip stretch. That's your piriformis muscle that we're stretching right here. You can have your hands by your side, reaching out, or even over your head. And continue to breathe here. Every exhale, you just allow the muscles in your hip, your piriformis, to soften, moving just a little bit deeper every time. Finding your edge. You're just saying hello to it, nothing more. And breathe. Take 3 more breaths here. And at the bottom of your next exhale, gently release your leg. Allow the knees to come in towards the chest. Allow the knees to fall to the side. And gently press yourself back up to seated. So that was one exercise on each side. So now you can go through on your own, repeating it, stretching out and bouncing on the other side. So that was 5 stretches for post-run recovery, really nice deep stretches to do against the wall. So stay tuned tomorrow for day 8, and who knows what I'll talk about. Could be yoga, could be running, it could be something nutritious. Oh, I think I might have some hemp seed chia pudding in the works that I might be showing. But I hope you enjoy and have a great one.